What's up you guys, and welcome to the Crude Crypto YouTube channel. And I can't be more exciting today because Bitcoin just broke after 3 years the all-time highs and is currently trying to close above it. This is truly a historical and amazing time to be invested in cryptocurrencies. In this video I will tell you everything you need to know about future price action and how to correctly prepare against future scenarios. As a bonus, I'm also going to show an altcoin which I think can perform really well against Bitcoin in the future. So if you're already excited for the video, please leave a like and subscribe. As shown on the chart, Bitcoin broke the all-time high with a few $100 on the Bitstamp exchange and is trying to completely break this resistance. If we zoom in, we can see that last week Bitcoin touched the all-time high and then retraced for around 17%. In my previous video, I predicted that after Bitcoin would reach this level, it would most likely see a correction. And this happened. And currently we can see that we are engulfing the previous bearish candle, which shows a lot of strength if we can close on this level. Interestingly enough, in the previous cycle we saw similar price action. As you can see, in this first instance we also almost reached the previous all-time high in the previous cycle, and then we also retraced. However, if we take a look at the retrace amount, we can see that the retrace was around 35%, where in the current cycle we saw a correction of around 17%, which is a lot lower. This shows buyer confidence, strength and interest, because buyers are buying at a higher price and are not waiting for the complete pullback to play out. After we saw this correction, we immediately broke the previous all-time high. But this breakout was more like a fake out, where we then again broke through the all-time high, not finding support on it, and then finding support on the 20-week moving average. This is very similar to what is happening right now. In the previous week, we almost reached the all-time high and then retraced, and then immediately we broke the all-time high. Therefore, currently the most important question is, can we really break this level? On the 4-hour time frame, we are currently seeing hidden bearish divergence, which again means impending price action to the downside. However, we need to keep in mind that we are in a bull trend and therefore bearish indicators are less reliable. If we take a look at the long-term RSI, we can see that we are currently still finding resistance at this downsloping RSI trendline, and we still haven't broken it. As I also explained in the previous video, even if we break the $20,000 level, we don't have much room left to grow on the RSI, and therefore Bitcoin is most likely going to see a retrace or sideways price action. As I explained in the previous video, if we break the $20,000 level, the chance of a future pullback would increase even more. However, the RSI is holding up very strong. As you can see in the previous price action, we often correct really hard after we reach these kind of levels in an immediate way, and currently we are still hesitating and holding this level. If we take a look at my bull buy indicator, we can see that we are still finding resistance at the downsloping overextension rate. Currently my indicator is showing orange levels, which indicates the same or better buying opportunities in the future. Because no significant breakouts were noticed yet and price is currently facing resistance, I still think that a retrace or sideways price action is in the cards. Since Bitcoin is showing immense levels of strength, I personally would not get greedy and try to buy Bitcoin on very low levels. At this point, I'm willing to take more risk to ensure my positions. Keep a long-term vision. I explained my long-term vision in a previous video, including the price action. If you keep that in mind, it doesn't really matter if you buy Bitcoin at 16,000 or at 16.2,000 or 16.3,000. I'm personally taking a bit more risk to ensure my positions. Keeping this long-term vision in mind, the small amount of extra risk, in my opinion, is worth it. It is always possible that we break the all-time highs. However, since we don't got much room left on the long-term RSI, an even starker and higher probability pullback is inevitable in the future. You must always be prepared that Bitcoin can drop to the 20-week moving average, the bull market support. I explained this more in a previous video. For the pullback levels, I've drawn the following fib retracement, where the 16.2, the 15k and the 14k are the most important levels to watch. And again, as I explained earlier, you don't need to get greedy and try to buy at this exact level. I personally am taking a bit more risk and putting my limit orders a few percentages above these levels to ensure my positions. Please do not get too emotional in these times. I know these times are really exciting, but can also be very painful if you don't pay attention. Therefore, I also mentioned that you must always be prepared that Bitcoin can drop to the 20-week moving average, which currently is around the $13,000 range. From this level, that would be a correction of around 32%. If you found value in this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. If I'm honest, I really wanted to save this bonus footage for a future video, but the timing currently is just really interesting, and therefore I really want to show it immediately. This is the Chainlink Bitcoin pair. If the ratio of the Chainlink Bitcoin pair raises, this means that Chainlink is outperforming Bitcoin. In the past 2.5 years, we've been in this upside trend, and we are currently finding support at the bottom of this range, which historically showed great buying opportunities of Chainlink with Bitcoin. This, for instance, means if you buy Chainlink with 1 Bitcoin and you would sell your Chainlink for Bitcoin at this point, that would mean that if you would sell it correctly, you would have 2 Bitcoin. I always like to watch these ratios when Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins, so I can reduce my Bitcoin risk by allocating a percentage of my Bitcoin holdings to, for example, Chainlink. If you found value in this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.